All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are leaving the dock here, pulling away on a nice sunny day. Hope we don't run across too many kayakers. We might get the middle finger, but this is a big boat lake. So if you're in a kayak, go to the little lakes where the big boats can't go. That's why you have a kayak. Okay, let's go ahead and get our fish finder up here. There we go, GPS speed top here. Okay. We are trimmed all the way down, fuel tank here, wash down pump there, if you hear it running. Okay, wiper check, good. Bilge pump's got a new one in it, and nav lights, those are up front, so we really won't see much there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna add some throttle. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Get the boat lined up here for a little run. Dodge this sailboat up here. First thing I notice, the chair is a little low. So I'm 6'1". It's not bad, but I could go up another 2 inches and be okay. But it does have nice grip handles up here. Pretty good that way. These are a pretty quick boat. We'll see how it does. We got the trim all the way down. Okay, and here we go. Okay, just bringing it up onto plane. It's like we're cranking out 21, 22 miles an hour. Steering is awesome. No feedback in the steering whatsoever. You can see I'm not even doing anything. I'm gonna trim up. There we go, man. That moved it a lot faster there. 25. 28. Moving along good, 29 miles an hour. Trimmed up pretty high. Moving out now, 30s at 1. 33. 38. About 30. 33.9. 33.9. We're gonna go ahead and bank it here into this turn. It was nice tight. Oh, I held that corner really good. Wow, that bank's really nice. The steering is excellent for cable steering. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna get our wake up here. Probably gonna get a wake up here. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, here we go, full throttle. Got our trim up. 34.23. It's about 34.3 there. So, yeah, about 34.3 is our top speed. That was with the wind, so I'd call it a 34 mile an hour setup. Pretty sweet. Let's pull it off plane, full stop. Okay, there's neutral. It pulls right down. Big area across the back there, won't let any water over. A lot of space in there. This is great. That's a good setup. Okay, we're gonna do a 0 to start. Okay, trim down. We're moving a little bit, but here we go. Oh, hang on. Back to neutral. I'm gonna turn us around the other way. We got too many boats up here. Okay, good spin around real quick. Nice tight turn. Okay, I should put us sideways, so it'll give us 0 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. Okay, 0 miles an hour into gear and full throttle. Woo! There we go. Okay, let's go over the 2015 Rogue Marine Scrambler 20. Okay, so this boat's made by Rogue Marine. Tiny built them out of Grants Pass back in the day. And actually, I know a little bit about these boats. I've sold a lot of these over the time. Starting here, we got a 2-inch ball. Galvy chains there. So first of all, we're going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the good things on this boat: galvanized trailer. Go here, 2-speed winch on here. So this, as you go, you can pull this out. It'll give you 2 speeds, so you can really crank this up. Bad thing, hits right here when you're pulling up onto this. You can see it's kind of torn up this a little bit. However, you can overcome it with this. So I did crank it down and pulled it up without having to yank on the boat or anything. That's kind of a bad setup there, but that's nice to have that chine there. So I don't know. Looking down underneath, we've got good. No scratches, no dents. Looks pretty good all the way down the keel. So that's pretty good. We don't have any dents really on the side here. We have some scrapes here, so there's a little bit of ugly there. Some scrapes there. Straight though. Oh, here's some scrapes here. These are in the aluminum a little bit. Here's my finger size comparison. 2 of those. Those are the uglies. You look at the side curtains. These are good side or good tops. This is good material. However, we do have some fading in these clear plastics on here. So 2 things: 1, you can leave them. 2, you can take them off. Or 3, you can get them replaced. They just cut this plastic off and stitch a new piece right on top. So it's actually less expensive than one would think for that reason. Welded on cleats here. Big side wide gunwales on this boat. You can see that it has a really raked angle on the sides of this boat. It's fairly flat. I think it's like 14 degrees, I think, is where we are at the keel. Sides kind of kick out, but it gives you a lot of space inside the boat. You're not hitting the combing sides on the edge where your legs are, because it sticks out pretty far. Okay, we got oil bath hubs. Those are good. We've got good tires. They look like they're in good shape. Fenders, lights, LED lights, those are all good things. Fuel fill right here in the back. We got downrigger mounts here. Okay, coming back to the 9.9 high thrust. Bad, we've got a little bit of scraping here on the prop. And a little teeny nick right there. Skeg's in good shape. Pretty good shape there. We did see when we first got, it's kind of cleaned up a little bit more, but when we first were in there, there's some white stuff in there and powdery stuff just from, you know, the water corrosion you get in it. But we sprayed some Yamaha shield on there, cleaned that up. Looks a lot better now. We got the Yamaha 90 here, EFI, no drag on the skeg. Just a little bit of sand scuffing here on the prop blades, but otherwise pretty good all around. In shape. A little bit on that sticker. There's a little ugly there. We got some ugly over here. I knew 2 spots of ugly. Right down here, you could tell this is just where the salt water seeped out over time, and the dissimilar metals here have made it so that it kind of flakes off the paint there. This is the intake here for the wash down. Transducers here. A couple places in the back where there's dissimilar metals. Let me show up close here. Where there's some screws here. You can see that's actually bubbling on that paint there. Usually they don't paint these. That's unique. But it's got paint down the whole back of the transom. There's one more spot I was looking at earlier too, right here. This is the breather for the fuel tank, and you can see the dissimilar metals are kind of causing that little bubbling around here too. So that's what you're going to get with any boat that touches salt water, but it's really minimal compared to others on this boat, so it's not concerning. Crab davits probably crab pots probably pulled up right here. Hit a couple spots on this side. You can see that's what happens when you crab with a boat, but pots hit the side. This does have a mount for a davit in it here, but doesn't have the davit. Okay, coming down the side here, just scuffs. Those will come off with a little acetone. Those are pretty good. No big dents or scrapes in the hole there. Dirk's anchor guide, always a must to have on there. Big area up in the bow here as well. It's got the removable plate, so if you fish up here, you could put a removable stool, even mount a fishing chair. So if you want a bow mount up here, it'd be an excellent bass fishing outfit too, or whatever you're fishing, jigging, whatnot. Okay, let's go ahead and hop inside here. Give you a look around up here. One thing I really like on these setups is you do have a flat area here. They don't just put a big curve. So you got a flat area here, full size for a cooler back here, workstation, anything. There's a lot of room here on this back deck area that you can do some rigging and whatnot, even seating. If you wanted to put a cushion here, you have a great seating area, and one here as well by the kicker. The kicker is linked to the main steering, so we're running it with the kicker, with the main steering. And then let's see, we've got some drains here in the back. I'm going to show you one big door, really easy to work in here because there's tons of room. So you got room for additional batteries. You want bow mount motor on here, put your batteries back here. Got a lot of room. Battery switch up here in the corner, quick and easy, and wash down pump right there. Fairly accessible, pretty easy to work with. A lot of deck space here, so plenty of room to work. This boat is really, really wide, like wider than my arms. So that's 6 feet right there. It's like, that's like 6.5 feet wide inside the boat here. Big, the big 42-inch, so you got 2 people here, 2 people each side. Big cushy seats up front with nice swivels. I love swivels. The reason I love swivels is because if you're coming up here to get into the helm, you sit down, you rotate in, bam, I'm driving. I need to get up to get a rod. Look how fast I just did that. That's one thing you really gotta like about a boat setup. Okay, we got our switch here for the wash down. We already checked the other switches in the running video. Grab handles up here to get in and out of your chair as well. Have it for the passenger helm seat too. Storage area up here. Got water in it. It's kind of weird, probably from cleaning it. No access up into the bow there, nothing there. That's all closed off because there's an access up front. So let's pull these. Let's not pull these. Okay, undo these snaps. And you're accessing the front pretty quick. And like I was saying earlier, you've got this removable area here. This can go out, giving you a very, very easy low walk-through area to get to this big area in the bow as well. So that's a really nice feature. So fishing off of here, be wonderful. A lot of space up here. Okay, we've got drains in the corners and a big storage area up front. That's above the water line too. So if you put stuff up there, it's not soaking in the water. Okay, there we go. Height on these tops. I'm 6'1", I am ducking a little bit, but not much inside here. Storage under there, and this is our full backdrop. So this will enclose, giving you full seasonal usage. So that's another good thing as well. So there you go. We want to be as upfront as we can. We got a little bit of corrosion on these seats. Don't want to miss anything just on those posts. I don't think it's going to mess much with our functionality, but it's still there. Anything that has had salt anyway is going to have that on there. But overall, I would consider this boat probably a 7 out of 10 in condition wise. It's an excellent boat for running. You'll see in the running video, I really like the steering. I didn't like the height of this seat. I'm 6'1", kind of notice how my height is. I could be sitting up here about right there. So we need about that much more for the height on the seat. I guess this post could probably be extended, a longer one put in. But that, I did not like the height of it. I did like the way it rode. It was very controlled. It didn't have any feedback whatsoever in the steering. So at any point I could turn it and it would hold exactly where I turned it to. So that was really good. This boat's really nice and simple. You know, a lot of times we're like, oh, I want all these things. Those all break. This boat's very simple and straightforward. It's a very easy boat to rig. add stuff too. There's a goes up the gun wall there. Florence, Oregon, right on the coast. Highway 101. It's just Jackson and I. Jackson, meet the crew. Jackson and I, he's my son. We will be waiting your message, your call, whatnot. Watch this video first. Once you watch this video, hit us up and we can put together a deal for you on this and get it for you this weekend. Very good.